I'm going to be looking at a hunting game for the first time ever. The game in question is called TheHunter 2014 and it was recently released on Steam. I was in the mood to try a different type of game and I saw it on the Steam page and I did a bit of research and ended up buying a 6-month subscription to the game after I tried the free-to-play demo, and I really enjoyed what I played. I've clocked about 10 hours probably just hunting and trying out the different mechanics, the different environments, things like that. I feel I'm in quite a good place to make a comment on whether I think it's worth the money, what I think of the game overall, my criticisms of the game and its business model and things like that. So I thought I'd make this video for the channel. If you guys enjoy it, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Right, let's get on with the video. Now, the game is advertised as a free-to-play game. This is a huge problem for the game, and the developers have made a huge mistake by giving it the tag free-to-play, because it simply is not a free-to-play game. It's a subscription-based game with a stupidly overpriced in-game store, and this can be seen if you go on the Steam page for the game, and it's just got negative votes all over the place, simply because people go on it thinking it's going to be a free-to-play game with maybe a fairly robust in-game store, and they click on it. You have to buy a subscription, and then you have to go in the in-game store, and then you have to buy all your items. Everything in the game is locked behind paywalls demanding your money. It's the worst business model ever. It's completely exploiting and taking the advantage of gamers, and it's sad to see. So I bought a £15 subscription. I shopped around on the internet and got it as cheap as I could for a 6-month subscription. And I don't normally buy subscription games because I like to own the thing forever. If I buy something, I like to think that in a year, if I want to go back to it, I can just turn it on and play and pick up where I left off. But I decided to try this one out, and I am glad I did, but I think their business model is ridiculous and it's bordering on extortion. For example, the in-game graphics are fairly good, but the textures on your arms and hands are abysmal. So the first thing you'll end up buying is gloves and a jacket to cover it up. So that costs real money. Then you realise that the jacket is too big for the gun you're using and it clips through the stock. So you end up buying a smaller shirt so it doesn't clip. So you've ended up wasting £4 just to fix problems with the game themselves. And everything is locked behind stupid paywalls. You got moose calls that you need to call moose. You have to buy with real money. All your guns, so double-barreled shotgun, had to buy it with real money. Gloves, boots, hats, all that stuff. Everything is in the in-game store for currency, which you have to buy with real money, or you can earn it. And this is what I ended up doing because I'm a stubborn son of a gun. I refused to pay any more than my £15 subscription, so I sat there for 2 hours doing surveys and downloading free apps to my iPad and iPod, and basically I earned enough to buy the guns that I wanted to use in about 2 hours of my life. But that's 2 hours of my life wasted that I didn't spend playing the game that I'd just bought, and it's stupid. You should not have to do that if you've paid for a subscription for a game. I can't recommend it to anyone else unless they've tried it, because it's just so money grabbing. So what I recommend everyone do is go and buy the free version where you get one animal, one gun and one range, and just go and try it out, hunt a deer, and then if you really like it, buy a subscription and do what I did and just sit down for half an hour and do like a survey or download a thing, and then buy the one gun or two guns that you actually want to use in the game, because the game's good, and if you like hunting games you'll be missing out on a really good game. Terrible business model aside, the game has a lot going for it. Firstly, the graphics are actually really nice on the whole. I mean, you have the odd clipping issue and the odd texture which isn't as good or up to par with the rest of it, but the actual forests are so well designed that they actually feel realistic. The flora and fauna are just brilliantly implemented and very well designed. The plant life actually reminded me of Dear Esther, if any of you have played that. The fact that it's all very natural and looks very realistic. The grass doesn't just sprout from random places, it actually looks like it's grown from the ground up. So the actual environments become extremely immersive, especially if you're surrounded by trees. Open areas can look a bit gamey, but the actual forested areas are extremely pretty and they are very immersive because their sound design is just absolutely brilliant. You have trees swishing in the wind, animal calls, you have birds tweeting in the trees, and it's just a very beautiful sounding game. Couple that with the visuals and very immersive environments. You have everything ranging from marshland, dense autumnal forest, all the way up to mountain ranges where you can go and hunt bear, and it's just brilliant. It's breathtaking at times. When you're on a mountain range, you're looking down and you see moose in the valley below you, and you just have this whole open world. You can hunt wherever you want, you can just walk in one direction. I still haven't reached the edge of any one map, and the fact that the animal AI within the world is extremely realistic. They react to smell, they react to sound and sight, so you have to be extremely careful that you're not spotted. And hearing an animal spook behind you is actually quite scary. It makes you whirl around and try and find out where the animal that you hadn't spotted was hiding. And it's really good, like you see them, they're sniffing the ground, they're following each other. You just suddenly stumble upon like a herd of 4 elk or something like that. It's an epic experience when you have such brilliant sound and visuals and AI, and it's great. I love exploring the environments and trying to find and track an animal. It does have a very good variety of bolt actions, of shotguns and things like that, and as long as you're interested in that sort of weapon, I found the double barrel shotgun 12 gauge to be my favourite weapon in the game. And then we have the K98K, which I was using quite a lot from the Second World War. The other gun I bought was a 30-30 lever action hunting rifle, which is a very nice looking gun. It had the brass receiver and all that stuff, so that's really nice. Good gun models. And I did buy one other, which was a premium bolt action with engravings on the side, and that was very nice. It actually reminded me of my air rifle, just without all the gold on it. So yeah, that was nice to hunt with these nice textured guns in a nice textured world, and it was very immersive. The gameplay itself is an extremely slow, tactical and methodical game. It can almost be relaxing because you're walking around for the majority of the time without actually shooting. Like in most hunts you only shoot 1 or 2 rounds and you get 1 or 2 kills in each hunt, and it's realistic. Like the AI respond to you really well, and you have to actually plan what you're going to do, whether or not you're going to sit on a ridge and wait and use your moose calls or your elk calls and wait for the animal to come to you, or whether you're going to actively follow their footprints, which are in the ground, and actually try and follow it and catch up to it, and then position yourself in such a way that you're downwind of them so they can't smell you. And interestingly, the damage of the weapons is simulated well as well, so you have to go for kill shots so you don't make the animals suffer. So you have to either aim for the vertebrae and sever the spinal column, or go for the heart or lungs. And of course each animal is different, so you have to sort of learn where to aim for each animal to get the most efficient and the cleanest kill, and it awards you for doing that. So it's an extremely realistic and tense hunting experience, and you can spend 40 minutes tracking down one animal. For example, I was following the tracks, the paw prints and the trail left by a brown bear on a mountain range, and I literally followed it across the entire map for about 40 minutes real time. I finally caught sight of it and I eventually put it down with one shot, and it was a very, very satisfying experience. It's like when you get a kill on DayZ. If I'd messed up that one shot, he could have cleanly got away and 40 minutes of my life would have been wasted. Overall then, this game is an extremely good simulation game for hunting, and it's realistic, it's pretty beautiful, it can feel very epic at times. However, with its current business model, I can't recommend anyone go and buy it unless they've tried it themselves and know that they're going to like it, because I love the game and I'm going to continue to play it and continue to support it, but I'm extremely against their business model. I think it's extortionate and insulting to gamers, and having a business model like that basically says you're just there for us to make money. So play the demo, try it out. If you enjoy it, buy a subscription and have fun, because there's a lot of content here to have fun with. It's just a lot of it is locked behind paywalls, but if you do, it's extremely fun and worth your time. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.